Right guys, we are in for chest today. Flat bench dominant we're going to hit, and what I'm going to take you guys through is my 3 best tips for you guys to improve your bench press. Now, we are going to shoot straight into tip number 1, and that is going to be activating the lats. Now, this is one of the biggest things that not a lot of people really take into consideration. It's obviously the technique for the bench. Now, this is one of the biggest things, is making sure that our lats are fired, not pumped to the extreme. But what I like to do is I like to just jump on here, rope pull downs, literally just to activate the lats a little bit, get a bit of blood in them, and make sure that when I'm on the bench press and I'm keeping my elbows in nice and tight, I can squeeze against my lats and push straight through them as well. So I'm just going to jump on here for a couple of sets, and then I'm going to take you guys through pretty much the preparation towards the top end sets of the bench. But I like to say 2-3 sets max, maybe 2 sets today, just we'll see how we feel. But yeah, keeping it nice and light as well, we don't want to take it too heavy, maybe on the 4th or 5th plate, and that should be it. And again, 10 to 20 reps should be enough. Right guys, so that is 2 sets done. Like I said, 10 to 20 reps, nice and light, just to pretty much get a bit of blood about the lats. Get them filled out a little bit, get them activated, because once we jump onto flat bench, this is what we want to kind of take in, that pretty much we want to be squeezing against our lats as much as possible. Like, we don't want to be out nice and wide, we don't want our elbows to flare either, because the second our elbows flare, that means we're just pushing up with the shoulders. So we are going to jump on this. Now, this is going to be part of tip number 1 as well. It's the preparation for your top end sets. Now, like I said in my last video when I was deadlifting, we don't want to be expending any energy that we need for our top end sets. So it's a case of getting to our top end sets as quick as possible without expending any energy. That means that I'm going to jump on with the bar, and then 60, and then 80, then I'll go 100, I'll go 120. But once we get to around 100, I will only be doing maybe 2 or 3 reps, and then 120 will just be a single, 140 will be a single. Now, what I actually want to do today is I want to see what's there for a 1 rep max. So you guys know I don't test out 1 rep maxes that often. Like, when I do, it'll be maybe on a deadlift or something, but a bench press, everybody knows my bench sucks, I know my bench sucks, so I'm never really one for testing a 1 rep max. But today we're going to see what's there for a single, of course, for the old YouTube. But yeah, like I said, we are going to warm up with the bar, and 60 and 80, that'll be where the kind of reps are at. So it means that 60 will be 8 to 10 reps, 80 I'll drop back to maybe 5, and then like I said, once I get to 100, 2 or 3 reps depending on how it feels, maybe even a single if it feels that good, and then 120 a single, 140 a single, and then we'll move on from there. But you will see that when I jump on the bench next. Felt nice and light. So as you guys can see, that was just a single there. So that's pretty much going to be where it's at now. I done 100 and I done I think a double. Back to singles now. So again, I'll jump up to 3 plates next, single again. Then what we'll do is we'll pretty much increase it by 10 kilo. We'll go 150, go a single from there as well, and then kind of see where we are about there. I think I'll fall maybe between 150 and 160 today. I don't even know. I think 140 will be the kind of determining factor of where it's going today. But yeah, we will take it up to a single and then 1 or 2 back offs, and then what I'm going to do is I am going to jump to incline, do some dumbbells as well. But yeah, this is pretty much just priming the CNS now. We're literally just getting the CNS ready for a top set. We're not going to jump in and do like say 120 for a set of 10. Now I know that I could do 120 for a set of 10, but it's just not the right time to do that before jumping in for a single. So that's why whenever we get to the point where we are getting heavier and heavier, we're just trying to get to the top end sets as quick as possible. So the top end weights without expending any energy at all. So that's why we're only doing singles. So that's one of the biggest tips, guys. Once you get to a point where you're starting to get to a weight where you know that it is going to be a challenge, but not too much of a challenge, but at least a lot heavier, just drop it back, drop the reps back, because you are at the point now where your body knows that you're bench pressing, so you're just getting used to heavier weights. So yeah, we're going to go 3 plates next, and then we'll see what's there after that. Okay. Come on, Kev. Okay. Felt okay. Felt probably gonna have to watch it back and then I'll see how it felt, but felt as if it moved pretty well. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to jump up to 160 now. We're going to see how it feels. Again, I have not hit, I've done 160 before, but it has been so long. Like I said, I have not done 1 reps on bench for ages. I've pretty much been sticking upwards of between maybe 6 and 12 reps. So yeah, we're going to see how it feels. 120 and 140 felt really light. 150 felt like 150. I mean, can 150 feel really light? It felt okay. So yeah, we're going to jump up to 160 and fingers crossed it's there. Okay, come on, Kev. Okay, come on. Okay, come on. Ah! This I should do. Yes, Kev, come on, your weight. Okay. Oh! Fucking too light. Right, that was unexpected. I thought that was going to feel really heavy, but that actually felt probably better than 150. So we got no other choice but to take it up further. Right. Okay, come on, Kev. Come on, Kev. Come on, you fucking. Okay, come on, Kev. Come on, come on. Okay. Yes. There we go, 170. I think we're going to leave it at that. That was quite the grinder, but after the way 160 felt, we had to take it up to 170. So I could have maybe went 165. Might have been a little bit easier, but I think we made the right call, because if I'd done 165, I probably would have lost out on a bit of energy that I needed for that 170. As you've seen, 170 take a lot, so that's going to be it for flat bench. I am going to back down, take 140 for as many as possible, but that's really going to be it. Then we're going to jump on the incline, so take that out. But that's one of the biggest things, guys. Like, moving on to tip number 2 is adding in like another intensity towards your bench press. So pretty much all that means is focusing on another way of executing your performance within the bench. So it means that you could add in like pause bench, which means if you're getting to the point where you're maybe like stalling at a weight, then what you could do is you could back down, maybe drop like 20-30% off your top end load, bring it down again, activating the lats, guys, squeeze nice and tight as you would have seen there. Maybe not the 170 because it did take quite a bit, but yeah, adding in a pause bench, simply going to stall at the bottom. You're going to stop at the bottom anyway. You're going to pretty much dead stop. You're starting from an initial dead stop and you're going to need to drive all the way through the chest. Again, bringing in more triceps as well. Chest, trying to stay off the shoulders, so try and keep your elbows in as much as possible. But that's a big tip for number 2, guys. Bring in another variation of an intensity anyway. That is pretty much just bringing in pause. So what you could do is you could rotate pause with just normal bench, and then again I'll do another set, and then I've got tip number 3 for you guys. But yeah, we'll just leave it there. I'm going to drop to 140. So 170 is actually a really big PR. I've never touched anything like near that. I've done a 162.5, but once that, yeah, I'm definitely going to take that today. Again! Oh. Okay. So I think that was 8. I'm sure it was 8 anyway. Again, guys, I believe that's the most I've done with 140. But for a back off set anyway, after what you've seen 170 took, I'm going to take that as well. So now the biggest aim is 140 for 10, but again, we've also got to chase now the 4-plate bench. So what I'm going to do next is, I am going to jump on and do 1 or 2 sets on incline. Again, now because my volume was very low on flat, we're going to then up the volume on incline. So that's why 1 or 2 sets, guys. Not too much, we're maybe going to go in at 100 kilo or something. Not too heavy, but like I said, higher volume, so upwards at 8 to 15 reps, sorry. And then that'll really be it for the kind of barbell press. Moving on to obviously plate loaded machine, dumbbells, but going on to tip number 3, trying to get my breath back, as you can see, that's off season for you. But yeah, tip number 3, add in another variation of intensity, guys, which is tempoed reps. Now, I've not done tempoed or pause today, but tempoed just means slowing down the negative, slowing down the eccentric, or whatever you want to call it, of the move. Again, you will need to drop back the load because you're not going to be able to go in at your top end set and drop it down to like a 5-second eccentric. Again, 3 to 5 seconds is enough to take at least maybe 6 to 12 reps anyway. Again, guys, you are going to be able to control a lot more weight. So that's one of the things, once you move to your top end set and you are now comfortable with, say, a drop off of 10 or 20% of your load, you're going to be much more confident when it comes to your top end set. So that's tip number 3, guys. Drop the speed. So there's my earphones again. Drop the speed of obviously your reps, but like I said, you're going to have to drop off maybe 10 or 20%. This is another thing, don't drop the load completely. Still keep it heavy, still make it a challenge. Like, you want to be getting to 8 reps, and then you are starting to find that a challenge. You are starting to get to the grinding reps. That's when the set starts, guys. It doesn't start when you're pushing it easy at the very start. Like, you want to be getting to that challenge mark, and then that's when the real work starts. So yeah, drop the speed, again, paused, and like I said, tip number 1, the preparation, activate the lats. Don't expend any energy that you need. But that's really it, guys. That's going to be the 3 tips. So I am going to get on with this chest session. Not going to do much more talking now. We are just going to get on with the work. But yeah, 170, I'm definitely going to take that. I am actually chuffed with that because I actually thought that 160 was going to feel heavy, but 160 moved a dream, and 170 new PR, guys. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. If you do enjoy it, please don't forget, as always, guys, drop the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and done for another day. As you would have seen, we did just finish off with the good old K curls, the good old Kiffy curls. We actually added the fat grip onto the cable curls today just to change it up a little bit. But yes, I hope you guys have been able to take something from this, especially from the flat bench. And I hope that if you can take something from it, then you can implement it into your flat bench sessions. Hopefully, if you have hit a plateau on your sessions, maybe you could implement different variation of intensity and bring that in, maybe try and help you a little bit. But yes, that is going to be it for today, guys. So I do hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed it, then again, guys, please don't forget to drop the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next video.